having a good percentile in CAT doesn't necessarily mean that you will get an interview call from a particular B school. Do not worry a lot on your weaknesses, because a CAT is a 200 mark paper, but you can get a great percentile even if you have a score of 45 to 50%. Hi, I am Atharva Rangnekar. I am from Indore and I did my schooling from there. In my class 10th, I got 10 CGPA. After that, in my class 12th, I got 88.4% CBSE. I had always been a good student, so that's why I decided to pursue IIT JEE, and I did my graduation from IIT Delhi in chemical engineering, where I received 7.7 CGPA. In my CAT, I got 99.67 percentile. The reason I decided to do an MBA was I wanted to switch my career. As of now, I am working as a software developer in Standard Chartered Bank, and I wanted to get into more front-end role, which was more into finance, and for that I decided to pursue an MBA. In my first attempt at CAT, I received 99.27 percentile, which was a good score, but in my VARC section, I had just made the sectional cutoff. I had received 80 point something percentile. That's where I understood that VARC is the section that I need to work upon. I looked at various YouTube videos, specifically from Shabana ma'am's videos from Unacademy, which helped me significantly. As she discussed, I worked more on eliminating options rather than picking the right one. So that method helped me to score more. Also, I decided on selecting and focusing only on two RC passages and focus the rest of my time on the VA section. So this way I was able to maintain a healthy attempt rate of about 16 to 18 questions, and that's how my score improved significantly. After improving, I scored 93 percentile in my VARC section in my second attempt. I started my preparation in July, and I was looking for all the B schools in India. That's why I decided to give GMAT in my August 2023, and CAT in November 2023. So balancing out studies with work has been the biggest thing that I had to do. I had my regular working hours till 6 o'clock, and I had trouble waking up early, so I decided to focus all my studies in the night time. But gradually I had to make changes to make the body schedule with aligned to what my CAT exam time was. So firstly I started with GMAT. GMAT had 3 sections, which was reading comprehension, sentence correction and critical reasoning. And for that I studied thoroughly through YouTube videos. There is a channel called GMAT Ninja which helped me, and I just solved all the questions that were in the GMAT official book. The critical reasoning section helped me in my preparation for CAT also, because most of the questions in RCs asked in CAT questions were critical reasoning based. I had my issues with respect to time, so I just gave mocks in most of my preparation. In nights, I used to also solve sectional tests for VARC, because VARC was my subject that required more attention. For LRDI, I used a playlist from Rodha and Elite's Grid. These two playlists had different types of questions, and I used to practice all of them. I usually didn't practice quants much, so I used to solve my quant sectionals after a very tiring day, because quant has been the last section of CAT question paper. So I wanted to make sure that in my whenever I am very stressed, I should be able to handle all the quant questions. So the selection criteria for different B schools are different. Some of them give different weightages, like say there are some B schools who give weightage to VARC. Having a good percentile in CAT doesn't necessarily mean that you will get an interview call from a particular B school. I didn't have a great 12th percentage, So that's why I missed out on calls from various B schools. There are great tier 1 colleges which are not IIMs, so XLRI, ISB and SPGen to name a few, even FMS Delhi. You can opt for these B schools if you don't get a call from the IIMs ABCs. So my tips for CAT would be just to focus on whatever strengths that you have and do not worry a lot on your weaknesses, because a CAT has a 200 mark paper, but you can get a great percentile even if you have a score of 45 to 50%. If you are over 50%, you usually get a 99.75 percentile or above. You only have to focus on your strengths and maximize your score there. You also need to focus on the question selection. Not all questions are meant to be attempted. You only have to attempt questions that are easy, and the CAT paper is designed in a way that there are enough sets of easy and moderate questions that you can do. The game is all about time management, so you can skip all the hard questions and still get a great score. One more tip that I want to give is solve all your mocks even after you have given the mocks. So there are questions that you miss out or you leave unattempted. Start solving them and figure out what went wrong, or is there a better way for you to solve them in lesser time. These mistakes add on during your journey, and these mistakes might also help you. If you have cleared them in the right way, then it may be an easy question for you on the D-Day where you could have scored points.